What's good, everybody? It is your boy Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're pulling up to the video. Shout out to Legacy Over Money Sports Network. Got the t-shirts dropping soon. Just make sure you keep your eyes and your ears out for that. All right, man. Let me get right into the bag because it's the battle of the double agents. It is literally the battle of the double agents. You got Stephen A. Smith in the red corner, uh, the biggest hypocrite, the biggest politician, the biggest mouth pause in sports in the red corner. And in the blue corner, you got Jason No Wit Lock. Well, that's my name from Jason No Wits Lock. I'm not impressed by the content that comes from his voice. Jason Whitlock used to be a guy that I revered a bit, but his recent Deion Sanders coverage has really exposed some things about him. His protection of Brett Favre, Dwayne Wade, and Dwight Howard just is mind-boggling because he'll come out of his mouth and say that, he don't like other sports journalists for protecting athletes, but he when he's doing his sports journalism, he protects athletes. So that's what I say, man. We getting played because both these dudes are clowns. Both these dudes are lamestream media puppets. I am thoroughly convinced that these two both are have been put in their positions rather than earning their positions. And what do I mean by that? I mean that some of these dudes that are with the go along, get along crews. You may, if you've seen the Cat Williams interview, you probably got some understanding of what I'm saying. But some of these dudes, I honestly believe, don't work hard for their positions. They might have some kind of a background of them doing work, but at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith, some of his sports takes are just mind-boggling for somebody that has been in sports journalism and sports reporting as long as he has been. Stephen A. Smith used to give an honest opinion about LeBron James, but now, because the go along, get along company line is LeBron James is either the GOAT or the second best player alive when there's no substance or evidence backing that claim. Stephen A. Smith will say it with the quickness and say it like he means it, because it's no longer about the integrity for journalism with these dudes. It's no longer about actually reporting the actual news. Jason Whitlock had an interview yesterday morning on one of my favorite YouTubers' page, Ticket TV. If you don't watch Ticket, I advise you do. Although I got some criticisms for Ticket during, for his interview process. At the end of the day, he did what he was supposed to do, because he exposed Jason Whitlock for the troll, for the lamestream puppet he is. When Ticket questioned Jason Whitlock about his criticisms of Deion Sanders and Kobe Bryant, namely, this fool, Jason Whitlock, I'm speaking on, not Ticket. This fool, Jason No Whitlock, literally comes out of his mouth and says, Ticket, do you know what my job is? You know what I mean? Like, he didn't say, I truly feel this way about Deion Sanders or Kobe Bryant. He didn't say that Kobe Bryant or Deion Sanders did anything to make him conjure up the opinion that he has of them now. He literally says, it is my job. And mind y'all, that's the same thing the German soldiers said when Hitler told them to go murk people. You know what I mean? They said it was just my job. So those kind of people are the biggest scumbags in the world because they will do anything because it's their quote-unquote job. If Jason Whitlock, if his job entailed him to throw his mother under the bus, you know what I mean? Like, is that an excuse to throw your mother under the bus, Jason Whitlock, because it's your job? Or as a sports reporter, as a sports journalist, is it your job to report what's actually going on? And as far as the events of sports. But anyway, back to my point, we are witnessing the battle of the double agents, and no other meme or visual came to mind when I did this video. Nothing came to mind more than the Spider-Man meme, because both these dudes, I've watched both of them speak on each other. All right, let me be honest. They've both said some very revealing things about each other. Stephen A. has exposed how Jason Whitlock is essentially a scumbag behind the scenes. None of his peers want to work with him, and it's been evident in the fact that nobody or everybody that Jason Whitlock has worked with, none of them work with him any longer for one reason or the other. Jason Whitlock is the common denominator in a lot of the mess that he finds himself in. And I remember Marcellus Wiley telling a story about Jason Whitlock, just about how he moves behind the scenes. I don't like that. But like I say, Stephen A. revealed that this is why a lot of his peers in the sports journalism, sports reporting world, sports media do not like just Jason Whitlock or choose not to work with him. That's very revealing. And he also said something about Jason Whitlock, like begging Stephen A. at ESPN to for a job or something like that. I don't know. Stephen A. be rambling. But, you reveal some information about Jason Whitlock. But so did Jason Whitlock about Stephen A. Because Stephen A., I truly feel like, is a cap artist. And on several levels, not just like Stephen A. don't cap just about his personal accolades or resume. And he does, but that's not the only thing he cap about. He'll cap about some sports stuff. Like I say, his whole LeBron James take to me is cap. Especially when you go back just a couple years and see what he was saying about LeBron James a short 10 years ago. My thing about Stephen A. is that when he tells the story about his quote unquote, athletic background or, whatever, his Salem Winston basketball days, it sounded like cap. It's always sounded like cap to me. Because if you see Stephen A. shoot a jump shot now, there's no indication that he ever played collegiate or professional sports on any level. Stephen A.'s athletic bones are either, shriveled up no more, or that dude never had an athletic bone to begin with. Go watch a Stephen A. clip of him shooting a jump shot, and you tell me if you believe he hit 27 points in a row to earn himself a college scholarship in February, a month before March Madness, before the college postseason starts. Stephen A. Smith just happens to knock down 27 points in a row and gets himself a college scholarship to play basketball. That's cap. That's cap. I'm sorry. I agree with Jason Whitlock on that particular point when he's talking about Stephen A. Smith. But like I say, this is the battle of the double agents, man. I don't have a pony in this race. I don't like either one of these cats. They both compromise media. They both work for the enemy. Let's be 100. The lamestream media only reports narratives, propaganda, biased opinions. So yes, to me, for a guy that's in sports journalism, for the integrity of it, for the love of it, for the passion, those guys are the enemy. And both these dudes, these puppets, work for the enemy. So I can't trust Stephen A. Smith no more than I can trust Jason Whitlock. And like I say, these two going at each other, it's just comedy. It's good to see because, like I say, as the lamestream I find them to be as an opponent of mine. It's good to see two enemies going at each other. Let's be 100. It's beautiful to see two propaganda artists going at each other when I'm sure they know way more, deeper and darker secrets about each other. Just being in that lamestream celebrity, Hollywood world, I'm pretty sure they can tell much darker and degrading stories about each other. But in the same breath, this child's play, this whole, Stephen A. using foul language in order to go at Jason Whitlock, it's comedy. It's truly comedy. And Jason Whitlock going at Stephen A. about somebody's athletic career when he was trash at Ball State University as some kind of lineman. You know what I mean? The story he tells. Now, to Jason Whitlock's credit, he's never pumped himself up as some kind of superstar athlete, like Stephen A. does or has. I give Jason Whitlock that much credit. He's always kind of put his collegiate athletic career in perspective. So I respect that. But yeah, man, I don't want to drag the video too much. I just wanted to chime in on this because, like I say, these two going at each other is beautiful to see, and it's also comedy to me. But that's all I got for y'all on that one. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Thank y'all for the love and support. Y'all the bosses. I'm the dude that loves to work. Let me get back to work. Peace.